play children must be exterminated. We do not have any time to waste. To the death.
Just 10 more minutes.
Time to wake up. You're gonna be late.
I'd rather quit.
I thought you were the adult in this family.
Yeah, Narumi. What? You're sure it's Sonobe? Yeah, I'll be there in 30. Why are these people who apparently know Kiyotaka being targeted? What's this all about?
You won't be happy to see this.
What the...
The floor the victim fell from's been under a strict lockdown for the past few days. Everything seems routine except a watchman who got to work 5 minutes early.
Have you started questioning the watchman yet? It looks like Sonobe had a knife on him when he died. Any signs of a struggle?
Probably. Haven't checked yet.
No. Sonobe didn't resist.
You again?
Sonobe would have defended himself if given the opportunity, but he was pushed out the window from behind.
And your theory is based on what?
For someone hospitalized in a wheelchair, I find it unlikely he would have been able to pull out that knife in time to do any good.
It's possible the knife was planted on him, or maybe he planned on hurting someone, or even himself.
Don't you have school?
Both of them do have valid points.
Never mind the knife. What about these flowers? Do you think they were put here in remembrance of the dead? Notice how all the flowers are irises? Ayumu, maybe the killer is trying to send a message with the flowers. But why irises? Do they mean something? What do you think, Inspector?
I think the two of you should leave the investigative work to the professionals and get back to school where you belong!
I scattered the irises around Sonobe's body just as you instructed. And just to be sure we're on the same page, you don't mind if little Narumi happens to be killed in this next little trick I throw at him, right?
Go ahead.
Sweet.
Outside the window, kira 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 ki. The stars
song.
are twinkling. Ayumu, look at those beautiful doves.
Sure you want to skip school? It'll go on your record.
I have decided to use my position at the newspaper to pursue a breaking story.
Lucky me.
Am I annoying you?
Yes.
Come on, why do you always have to be a jerk to me?
No particular reason.
Fine then, I don't need you, I'll find the killer myself.
Nice catch.
Hey buddy, watch where you're throwing things, you almost took my head off.
I don't mean to sound forward, but you're really cute.
Yeah, good luck convincing Mr. Grumpy over there of that. Speaking of cute chicks, does this little guy belong to you?
Yeah, his name is Robertson. Don't worry though, he's harmless.
Well, hello there, Robertson. Here.
So, you up for a quick little game?
Sure.
Okay, in my hand I hold 7 cards.
Okay. Let's see what you got. Queen of diamonds, 2 of spades, 10 of hearts, king of spades, and aces of spades, diamonds, and clubs. That seems like a really unbalanced hand.
Go ahead, you can take the cards from me. Great. Choose one and make certain I can't see which one it is. Then utilizing my unique reasoning skills, I'll deduce which card you chose.
I'll believe it when I see it. Okay, let me see here. I'll choose this one.
Well, I know right away I can eliminate the 3 aces.
How come?
It seems unnatural there are 3 aces out of only 7 cards. When the average person chooses an ace, you get the misperception that you're limiting yourself to choosing from only 3 cards.
That makes some sense.
Basically, people who are extremely honest or extremely clever would choose an ace. I peg you as somewhere in between.
Okay, then it's down to 4 cards now.
Right. So logic tells me your card is the Queen of Diamonds. No, your card is the 2 of Spades.
You're right. Don't tell me I'm that easy of a person to read.
No, I just have a way with the really cute girls.
Interesting pickup line you got there.
Ayumu?
After you said her card was the queen, you saw her reaction and changed your answer. You also paused to check her reaction after you excluded the 3 aces.
This is true. However, one answer change is my limit. But how do you explain my method of narrowing down her choice to between 2 cards? Shall I confess then? I assumed there was a high probability that she would choose neither the king nor the 10 of hearts. I figured that she would get a bad feeling had she picked one of those 2 cards. My reason for this conclusion being that you both just came from the scene of Professor Sonobe's death. Remember the flower petals scattered around his body? The shape on an iris resembles the pattern on the 10 of hearts. And the king, he holds a sword in his hand, much in the same way Sonobe was found this morning.
So you?
Killed Sonobe.
You did see the knife like this one near his body. Sonobe had been shadowing us for quite some time now. He wanted to kill us all.
You mean you're?
My name is Kosuke Asazuki. And yes, I am one of the Blade Children.
The Blade Children?
Well then, down to business. You want to know what the Blade Children are. To know about the children who possess a cursed mark. I'll tell you anything you want to know, as long as you beat me at a game.
A game?
Yes, it will test your wisdom, courage, and luck. I've prepared it already, and if you're able to beat me, I'll give you the whole story about us.
What happens if I don't win?
Well, let's just say you'll end up in a bit of danger.
Don't you ever do that again! Ayumu, I hate to point this out, but you're hiding behind me?
Yes, I realize that. Thanks.
Cowering behind a girl? Real manly, Ayumu.
Sorry, it's just that bees are dangerous.
No need to state the obvious. It hurts whenever I get stung too, and sometimes people even die from bee stings.
In my case, the chance of dying is 100%.
Anaphylaxis. An extreme allergic reaction to certain foreign substances, guaranteed death for those with the condition, but not before devastating bouts with hives, scorching fever, and choked breaths.
Who told you about this?
Your brother happened to mention it to me in conversation once, which got me thinking, what kind of person tells someone how to kill his own brother? Eh, little Narumi? Wouldn't you like to know about your older brother? Take this piece of paper, it'll tell you where to go. We'll play the game there. Be there in 1 hour. That is, if you want to put your life on the line and get involved with the Blade Children.
Little Narumi. I have to wonder, is what Kiyotaka said true? Do you have the potential to save the Blade Children?
I'm glad you decided to show. Follow me. This elementary school was recently abandoned. It's the perfect place for this sort of game. Here we are. This isn't the time for cold feet. This way. All right then, what do you say we get started?
Tell me about this game first.
It's a card game similar to the one before. I will begin by choosing one card out of this regular 52-card deck. Then all you have to do to win is guess which card I picked. Get it right and I'll tell you anything you want to hear, but if you get it wrong, I'll have to open the lid on this box.
You do realize there's no guarantee the bees will attack me.
I'm afraid I covered the note I gave you earlier with pheromones that attract this species of bee. In other words, you're the perfect target.
This game is bogus. I mean, how do you expect Ayumu to have a chance when you've already stacked the odds in your favor?
That's why I'm giving you a concession. I will allow you to ask me 4 yes or no questions. As it stands now, your odds of winning are 52-1. Depending on what you ask, you can raise your probability in your favor. If you're smart, you'll find a way to get a peek into my choices and confirm your hunches before making a final decision. So, it's in your best interest if you ask the right questions.
What assurance do I have that you won't lie in response to a question?
I'm taking this game seriously, so you have my word that I'll be completely honest at all times. Besides, what fun would it be if I cheated? Okay, I promise I won't cheat. After all, your life is depending on this. You should know, little Narumi, that someone before you guessed my card under the same conditions. I know what you're thinking, and you're right. It was your brother. Should you decide to run, I won't stop you. You're far inferior to your brother, so the stress may be too much for you.
Just ignore him.
Better take this back before I stick it somewhere else. Anything my brother can do, so can I. Now stop wasting my time and choose your card.
Let's begin. I'll remove the card that holds your fate. And now it's time for your questions. Try guessing while you hum a little tune, the way that Kiyotaka did.
It's all right, Ayumu. I know what you're capable of. You won't get it wrong. You get to ask 4 questions, which means you can narrow it down to the card's color and suit and possibly even the number. But you're smarter than that. You'll guess it by prying into this guy's mind, thinking how he thinks.
Okay, question number 1.
Here's something you might find interesting. Kiyotaka asked only 1 question before guessing correctly. The real question is, can you do the same? It would mean you two are equal, but remember, if you ask me more than 1, you will have lost to him once again. And you will sink deeper into the shadow of his success. What do you say, little Narumi? Are you up to the task?
I can figure it out with only 1 question, too.
Ayumu, be careful. He's setting you up.
Let's get this going. What's your 1 question?
You already decided which card you would choose before the game even started. Am I right?
That's right. Keen observation. But that's not the question Kiyotaka asked. So that's it. No more questions. Now guess, just like your brother did. What card have I chosen?
Ask the other 3 questions, Ayumu. Don't be stubborn. It's not worth dying over.
You honestly believe you outsmarted me. All that talk about my brother. How he needed just 1 question to win this lame game. I bet he asked something about how much of a twisted freak you are. But from what I've seen of you, I don't need to ask. The fact is, you are a twisted freak, and even though you like toying with your enemies, you would never allow them to get an edge. Before explaining your game, you removed a joker.
Wait a minute. That joker's from a different set of cards.
You didn't say anything when you removed it earlier. You didn't say that it was from the same set of cards, nor did you say that jokers would be off limits in the game. So technically, you didn't lie. But your deceptive presentation was tied directly to your choice of card. You wanted to hide the fact that you could choose a joker from the deck, and you needed the extra card to make that possible. In the process, you gave up the solution to me.
Your reasoning is logical enough, but are you confident enough in your answer to bet your life on it? I am a twisted freak after all. Do you really think I'd only use 1 simple trap in this game?
Yeah, I do. I have plenty of faith in my own reasoning. I'm not afraid, and I will bet my life on it. Your card is a joker.
You did it!
I win. I beat you fair and square. Now tell me about my brother and the Blade Children. Start talking, Asazuki. What's so funny?
It's frightening, the resemblance between brothers. You won the game with almost the exact same logic as Kiyotaka, and even your grandiose and cocky speech was the same. Well played. You've proven you do have wisdom and courage. Now step this way, and I'll tell you everything you want to know.
What's going on?
The continuation of the game. I never said it was over. On the far wall, you'll find a box underneath the clock. Take a look. Not what you expected? I have a remote for that box, and with the click of a button I can unleash those bees on you. Don't think escaping will be easy, as both doors and windows are locked.
So this is another test. What for?
Why, your luck, of course. It's gonna take a lot to escape from that room without being stung.
Are you trying to kill us?
Yes, I am. I have no use for you two since we Blade children can't be saved anyway.
For eternity, we, the Blade Children, have been denied the blessing of true life.
I hear anaphylactic shock can be quite painful. Too bad I forgot to bring any antidote.
There won't be any dying today.
Impossible! How did you get out?
You're a twisted freak, remember? I assumed you would try something like this. My suspicions began when you decided the best place for the game would be this abandoned building. By choosing this location, you unconsciously revealed to me that you had ulterior motives. Luckily, I still had the note you had given me earlier today. I figured if you wanted to kill me using the bees, the best method would involve a swarm attacking me in a locked room. Then when you led us through that room before the game, I knew that's where you would try to do it. So I blocked the hole for the deadbolt with a crumpled up note. Then it was simply a matter of opening the unlocked door. You gave me your word. Now tell me everything about my brother like you promised.
Little Narumi. I neglected to tell you this before because it's a tragic flaw. But I'm not really known for keeping my promises. Unfortunately for you, the game will continue.
Kiyotaka, what in the world are you trying to do to me?
Ayumu? You really were amazing with that card guessing game.
Oh yeah?
Your life was on the line, yet you didn't get scared or anything. In fact, both of our lives were at stake, and your advanced intuition and logic pulled us through.
Actually, I didn't use logic to figure out the card he chose. I used a trick of my own.
Huh?
This knife reflects pretty well, wouldn't you say? I stuck the knife in the table on purpose. I placed it in a spot that would give me a good angle on the card when he pulled it out of the deck. And sure enough, he gave me the answer without even knowing it.
What about all your deductions?
Just acting. I even tried to look angry when I threw the knife down on the table. Who am I kidding? I still don't believe in my own luck or strength. Kiyotaka probably didn't need a trick to figure out the answer.
Kira, kira, kira.
I'll never surpass my brother.
Do you know what an iris signifies? The happiness of those who believe. The only humans who can surpass fate are those who can truly believe in themselves to the end.